up on angles, but he has to do that. That's dirty. Little flick and gets out. Such a small window to capitalize, and he nails it.
John from the shadows gets behind enemy lines. You can see Lev on the minimap. They are trying to clear their own spawn at the moment. John
Leviathan.
potential Sen win here, or at least attempt to get back into the round. But Lev should be able to lock this up. They've got a ton of ults.
Ooh, Sato with just incorrect crosshair placement. He's on the assumption that no one is up top mid like that.
So this A site is obviously free for Sen right now.
30 seconds left.
So they'll be
Obviously.
stalled and at least having to use that dart now just to get through the dark cover. So a tool for a post plant removed as Lev attempt to maneuver their way here.
Well, no, because Dart does come back after I feel like a minute or something. Like 50 seconds. Spike takes longer than that.
Crossfire is set up.
Boom.
Snakebite for Cortez here is relevant. Still have this Viper up, and both controllers in play. I think it's pretty pertinent.
This Viper Well's a little tough to play around,
Holding mid, he's gonna need to get there and help in time. Caillou just peels off the line.
which is why I just like, when it's down, they gotta go.
Now John has to face forward.
Oh,
Performances over the last few matches.
Close.
Leviathan are wise to it.
That's a nice retake. They really just deplete Sen's numbers piece by piece. Isolation on Cortezia first, then they move on. Figure out where Caillou is. He's spamming through the wall, loses that out to close. Even if he gets that kill, looks like he was about to be swarmed after the fact.
that's a nice shot.
Pretty good from Lev. And I mean, just as I was talking about Neon struggling to get anything done with the off because of Sen
How'd you not get that kill there?
forcing
I
them
got that kill there.
to extremities. That time,
Why are we setting up?
try
You're losing.
first time in a while.
It is 4 to 5.
Getting a very free kill for Lev.
Yep. Lev aren't giving mid up for free anymore.
Bro, Sen ain't even close to any ults. For Lev has like all of them. It is just
Hop plays on.
a tough situation to be in.
Proud of the clear.
Alright, so what I would do here is I would wall.
Neon is here with that all.
I would. Ooh, wait, no. Since they have an Odin there, I think, right? Wait, what?
A hell of a lot of
Oh yeah, that's a Sova.
as far as they know, Neon can still be anywhere with this off. Could
Wait, is it? Am I crazy?
have a main control.
Oh no, yeah, the Fade had an Odin.
The trademark there is
So no, it's probably the right idea to not go there.
it's been the prescribed location for it. I feel like he wants to run up and get slow.
Sato very weak.
I wouldn't shoot there.
Out of mid back to spawn, so Sen do have the opportunity to walk up here without.
That's probably why I'm sitting here.
They don't know that Link is just
What?
taking as they're working into this. A split, 3 players from Lev ready to hold this site again. Spike spotted out.
Yeah, he has to give the space up though. Hope to stall out a little bit more. Viper's pit on A. That's where he thinks Sen are gonna land. That's a pretty good assumption to make. Redux can't get ahead of the
Ooh,
sentry.
that's a good stun.
Well, the space has been cleared here, but Lev are just gonna get straight back into the site. They're gonna disrespect.
Sen gets a pick. That's good.
He was out towards elbow. That part of the map now not under Lens control anymore.
Oh, big pick on the Viper there, but oh,
In the pit. He's out of the game.
uh,
Oh man, this guy is trouble. Nothing but trouble. Spike loose. Cortezia has to recover, and he's about to get backstabbed if he's not careful. Beautifully done. Ace for King. Sees that slot.
that was sloppy. That was sloppy.
Stunning hold. Sato hyping him up as well. Why not? That's beautifully done in the pit. Right in time. That gets thrown down by Spike. And King maneuvers his way deeper into the site while all of the attention from Sen was fully occupied on removing the Viper from play.
He has had to be the main anchor on that A site. A couple of rounds, right, the pace from Narray kind of shook him loose. He swings into an off angle, gets taken down. It's been tough for him to get a feel for the tempo. I think he might have locked in.
Feels like now Lev are on the same page with these holds. They're able to nullify Sen's aggression, but they're right back at it, right into this B site. Redux with that Bucky up close.
Fast push was here was what they needed. That saturator there would have been really good, or whatever the fuck it's called.
Players are here. They still have 2 in mid on the rotate for Lev.
King TP tower for info about where Sen is set up on the site, so Leviathan should have some advance notice here.
Sen have no ults to work with. This conversion path's the only one in play. That's Caillou trapped in the site.
Redux already down here, but there's Cortezia. Caillou just needs to bide his time. He knows he's gonna have some backup here from main. The problem is though, just around that elbow corner.
God, Sen is not playing this well.
Caillou has to stay put. Uncomfortable.
That.
On the swing, it's gonna be blows. Deals with John through the smoke, and Cortezia has no business being here. Another pretty clean effort, all things considered. Let's retakes.
That's upsetting. They take the space, but they can never lock it down, like that guy just said.
Where, look, once you're in a position as the attacking team with the spike down, but you have two guys stuck in main behind a Viper wall, there's just no way you're going to be able to win that out.
So Caillou looking over at it like, I'm not going to get me held, am I? Not a chance.
All 5 players for Sen in B main.
Fast, fast.
Caillou one away.
Little util going in, heavy util to take site and claim it. You have to be able to keep it.
Smoke that keeps Leviathan's reinforcements still in top mid.
Like, I wouldn't have stunned right there, because this guy isn't going to swing either way.
Actually take the space they couldn't on that last round so they can get 6 before the half ends.
I think for Narrate to reveal Spike, who now is forced further and further back. This is what you're asking
They
for.
want to do it. They have 3 players fighting right into elbow, smoke down. They can take heaven control. They realize the errors that they made in that last round.
I wouldn't have shot there. I wouldn't have started shooting.
Okay, that's going to be the action there, back towards that B area. Oh, dangerous. Wants able to avoid being taken down, but he's in a weird spot. Doesn't really have anyone to play off it. There's the dash across. It's getting...
Okay, good picks from Silva here.
Sato's trying to get in. Looks like Tow's where he wants to be. Neon, big pick there. John gets the drops.
Bro.
Once more drops down. Hard to hit, but Caillou's had 3 so
One
far.
shot.
Kings on the defuse. He's got to answer. Neon misses the shot. Doesn't do quite enough damage. But the classic gambit for Caillou flops. Leviathan exit the half with 7 defense side rounds.
That flank from King was perfect to close out the round. They just didn't expect him to be back in main so late. I feel like the duo of him and Sato have been incredible on this defense side. Just generally as well, King, the leader of the team, being able to the necessary changes.
Why are we both looking? Wait, hold up. What?
Blistering explosive pace.
Why are we both looking the same direction right there?
The answer.
They've gone very differently. Now 1v2 at the end of the round. Nice looks here for Leviathan. They look very
One
adaptable.
holding one side, one hold the other.
Looking decent. There's lots
If that happens, you maybe get that kill right there.
road after this.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Pretty lively first half of Corrode here between Sentinels and Leviathan. 2 teams on their last legs in the hunt for a spot at Masters Santiago. Leviathan, they give a bit of the map up on a lot of these defense side rounds, but why their retakes look meticulously constructed, and half of them they're coming out with only 1 gun lost. It's like 4 players standing when the smoke clears.
Yeah, you take a look at the timeline right now. Lev, they win that pistol round. Sen eco them. Then they go on a run. It's 4 rounds in a row for them, 1 out, because they're playing just a relentless game. And Lev initially couldn't keep up the pace, but they figured out how to handle Sen, who are now going to have to step up on this defense side of their own. Okay. Good way to open it for Narrate.
Well, Leviathan's ability to pull Sentinels off the extremities now is drastically limited.
This Lev comp obviously not as dense with the attacking util as Sen's having was having that neon and the waylay, so a lot of pressure on Sato here to perform. That chamber is not bringing a whole lot to the table in regard to the exec, so
They only have paranoia in terms of flashes, so that's a challenge.
Sato alone on A, hoping to draw some attention from Sen, but at the moment the position listen, I mean, it has worked because there's some pressure in B with a smoke down, and now the A side is free. I mean, Sen are they're thrown for a loop, and now they're playing a full 5-on-4 retake.
I like that from Lev. I think they wanted a chance to at least trade top mid if someone randomly took a peak timing. Maybe they were always intending on ending at A, but this has worked nicely. Now Sentinels.
Look at that backstab. He is miles away, though.
But it's been looked for.
Sen might outpace him.
Cortez was looking for it, but not quite where he had to be focusing. Spike, that is huge. Now you're on a clock if you're Sentinels in more ways than one. Yes, you're going to get the defuse, but also that Viper is going to be biting you in the rear end if you're not quick.
Brr.
Brr. That is pretty big. Now he's going to get on the spike. Sato seems to know this, but Nare's going to go out of his way. Surely not. Redux able to put a lid on. Sentinels take the pistol.
Spike gets that kill on the flank, but Sen immediately then know what they have to do. It's just go forward, and they use the util that they have.
For Christmas is a pistol.
And they got it. Well, there you go. Kai just casual little lineup, sticks the spike. The rest of the Sen players know exactly where they need to fight because of that flank.
There's a lot of push and pull in that round.
Lev had me
Positionally.
sweating just because they were taking it so damn long.
This is a hallmark of owner's coaching style, though. This is funny. Levy kind of like a 3-4 duelist team, but they have a coach that really likes the meticulous game plan and
Whoa.
conservative saves as well. Interesting mix.
This time, a little bit faster. Straight into B, but straight out of B.
What do you do now? I mean, your Waylay's entry util has been expended.
And just as a shorty, feels like Sato is basically out of the round at this point.
Well, John got low-key beat up as well.
Neon trying to work
Oh yeah, I didn't even see that John QT got hit that much.
Right, Caillou gets the pings. We are Aries game.
We are Charlie Kerr.
time, and that would have been the moment where something could have been opened up. But
We all say his
in
name.
main, and with a couple of players on Lev and no weapons to speak of, this one should inevitably going into the hands of Sen to even up this game.
Nare playing some pretty restrained valor here on his defense side, but hasn't overpushed into anything. He's been patiently holding angles and has been rewarded.
We are Charlie
Charlie
Kerr.
This is also a reasonable way to build into a strong half. You're a duelist, you're on defense, you've got to have a good feel for like whether it's safe to be popping here on defense or whether you just need to play for time.
I mean, so Lev here, they have no guns.
Nice at the opening. Oh god.
Their
Well, that went about as smooth as
best.
it would.
I wouldn't even have tried something like that. I would have just tried to do as much damage as I could. Like break the shield, try and get them to spend money.
On defense.
You know,
The worst bonus, honestly, you've got Nares, Outlaw, obviously not the most well-apportioned weaponry. Opponents will have the heavy armor, but still. Look, I'm liking what I'm seeing from Nare. It's not flashy. Doesn't really have to be here.
Really got to give a lot of credit right now to Caillou, by the way. He's been playing very well individually, and it's his debut year as an IGL here on stage
Yeah, from that same class that.
and taking over from John.
Yeah, big shoes. Oh, okay, yeah. I
That's
mean,
a
Sato,
tag.
yeah, taken down to 10.
He has not had a chance to really play much Valorant on this attack side so far.
Just as well, because he was a problem on defense.
what is that crosshair?
That's on this angle. Is that just
He's about to have his.
No, I actually kind of like that. Like, never mind. But I get back.
sure kill? These dark covers keep getting
As soon as the
mid from
guy's
Sen, and it's just making
character
longer
changing
go.
color, you shoot.
Stacking a connector through mid as well, Wyatt sense.
Lev are set up for this 1-1-3 at the moment. Are they going to really try to commit that far into this A side? The spike has moved through the dark cover right now.
Oh, I like this from Caillou, maybe trying to shock dart off contact here and give Redux some easy
so
kills.
it's like there's a shot for, one way or the other, right? It's like Redux takes the shot, hits 140, shock dart,
I like that.
clean up the kill. Yeah, that is a cheeky little setup. Lev don't want to overcommit to that A side with only 3 players, and it is definitely the right move.
Heads up from Cortez. Yeah, he pulled out of B and might be able to assist here from top mid.
30 seconds left.
It feels like if Sen on
Like, look at this map control right now.
around the map and stay
Like,
steadfast in
this is like kind of neutral right now.
Lev, who are just
These guys have all of this. These guys really only have like this area. And see, so they took this the neutral.
Sen, though, do have decent amounts of retake potential.
So
John has double smokes up still.
Like this from Lev, they're taking a lot of space here, but Redux gets that kill on the
Good
weak
kill.
side, though.
Returns to get the rest of the damage. He got the
Good
stun,
trade.
but he's found yet another one. This Outlaw is getting some value. Still, Sen have to actually get a foothold on this B side. They're trying to work their way in from B arch.
Close with that initial kill. That's
Clean.
well done. And
good
John
kills. Good kills.
all that much support when he has the stinger coming through connector. I mean, that's just not going to be good in the fight situations he find himself in.
I'm not sure what the tip-off was for Leviathan to hit B, but we saw Cortezia had left his anchoring position on that side to play mid.
They are making the right calls. They are hitting the vacant sites. The pistol rounds now their first time buying.
That was just unlucky.
Redux is starting to come to life on this defense half, though.
God, and he snaps back in case there's a there. Okay, bro. String the well.
That's something I'm like thinking about too while playing.
Dialed in.
Like when they're just talking about the stinger through connector. And I feel like a lot of my teammates get mad at me for that.
Gets in that dark cover fast, and
Oh my god, why are you going that way? It's like you gotta think about what like the weaponry you're dealing with, you know?
His blows can only look on.
I've just never seen Sato with full HP. It's just never happened. Spike opens up this B side though, but wow, what a kill from Blows. I was gonna say, he's in trouble. He's the guy with the spike, but he's going to get towards this B side and should be able to plant it. That's also going to get him to Nightfall. So, you know, despite being
If I am Lev here, if I get Nightfall, I do not try and use it.
Neon is so far forward through arches, back towards B yard. He has got a straight line down towards the ball. It's gonna be really hard to get that space off of him.
No, so Lev has been kind of like
Redux nullified for a moment.
taking a long time getting on site.
Beautiful. Notches his third, and Redux realizes that
Yeah.
vaulted money has finally expired. He's gonna have to get on out of there.
This guy is unfortunately forced to save with the AWP. Nightfall just gave him no opportunity to play, and there was the poison cloud in his face.
Yeah, that's what I would have did.
It does feel like we're seeing a lot of the hallmarks of the double duelist defense side from Sentinels, right? They are attempting to make some of these pops through mid. Just overstayed a little bit. Remember, this was a 5v3. They got the first 2 opening kills.
That's just Spike individually winning out that duel on the opposite side of the map, and then Blows wins the duel in mid with 5 HP to live with the Spike. If he dies there was spam coming through at him too with the dark cover. Any stray bullet would have taken him out, and that's probably round done. I mean, Spike is just an animal on any agent he's playing, and now we're into a timeout. I mean, I think some people will definitely
Pause
be
from
questioning Sen taking us to Corrode as their map pick first.
I am.
We never even talked about that,
I
really.
mean, yeah, they played it against 100 Thieves. It was 100 Thieves pick where they've been running.
What is up with
safe
this?
comp
What?
They brought into the
Why
mix
do we
for
have
kickoff,
2 water bottles?
to the mix for kickoff? And that was the game where John went nuclear. He drops 29 kills. He has an ace. He has 2 4Ks, 2 3Ks, and
The
wins
fuck is
3
that?
1v1 clutches, and they lose the game 13-11. Like, I mean, I think people will definitely be questioning why they're here based on that. Now, you have to imagine since then, Sen have been hitting the grindstone on this map and feel super comfortable here, but as of right now, Lev are putting them in the danger zone.
It's such a big pivot, though, of like quote-unquote home map for these guys. To lose it horribly, have it picked to them, and
They had a home map.
I don't know. Not really. Split could have been it, but they're 0-2 in kickoff on that map. Including
like-
there's some horrific
It
scores.
feels like they just don't have
It's
a sure map to take an opponent to. Like we're going to see on Bind. That looks like Lev's map.
I mean, Sen haven't played it in kickoff. If we get Abyss, Sen have only played, what, EG? And they looked alright there, but wouldn't call it a home map.
I do hear from Lev.
Let's see if they can make something happen though on this.
I know
defense
they have
side
weaker
to try and
weaponry,
slow down
so that
Lev.
means we play fast because we know that they can't hold angles as well because they don't got that long range. They really only got sheriffs. Like the only thing we gotta worry about is the op in here. So
Ooh, just a bit of leg. And Redux is able to clean up kill.
But I don't feel like Lev or the team that are just going to go ahead and try to rush into some space elsewhere because he died to the AWP. I think they're going to take their time and try to work the map. And that is exactly what's going to happen. They
I wouldn't be doing that here if I was
not
Lev.
be
That's
foolishly
probably why I'm
running
here
into the
watching.
Sentinel stack on A. I mean, in fact, it seems like the solo op there is tipping them off to. Wait a second, that's probably the fact that there's not a lot going on. Okay, well,
Okay,
King,
well.
I mean, all right, that's yeah, you can't advise that play.
I think that a flashless comp might like at least one of their controllers for the rest of the round, but
Neon, no.
little vertical correction perhaps. Neon is not going to go for it by the looks.
That is the wise choice.
Again, they are making the correct
30
decision on the
seconds
lanely held site. They've got that top mid control. Sentinels do have to do a
Look
bit
at
of work
this
to get
map
back in
control
under this
diff,
level of
though.
weaponry, and obviously
Like,
now it's not a great spot to use
they
this
really
button.
only have,
They
like,
do,
this
but
area.
She can close the gap.
So Sen on this retake,
Fucking
converting
window
fast, definitely
POV.
no- and also just everyone else feels like they've all got a full kit. John's got the paranoia. He's got a smoke. They have a recon. They have a drone. Narrate's got everything. They have a saturate. I mean, it's.
I wouldn't.
they've got
No, don't
every
ult this.
single
Don't ult
tool you
that.
could
Good, good,
want to
good.
get back in, except for
Don't.
rifles.
Yeah, and they've struck it on retake rounds with those
Oh, that guy
rifles
got
while
hit,
they're
okay.
alone around like this.
His gun's
We
out
need to
now.
see them step up.
Yeah.
Not a great start, Neon.
That's the
He's
op.
already handled Redux. It's gonna be a
Someone
flood here out
should
of
go
Elbow.
grab that.
Off some util timing, nicely done by Caillou. Really just beating the odds. And here's the raid. Here's the bucket I spoke of. And I guess I mean my words now. It's blues in the
Oh,
corner.
Sen having
nice
for a second
save.
When they send out the convergent paths and no one is ready to swing off of it elbow. I was ready to witness disaster, but they still are able to pull it off, just swarming with the numbers and Narrate taking advantage of the Neon movement to close the gap with a shotgun. Really, so obviously this is a big round to put them in position with the off that he saved.
Yeah.
Suddenly it feels like Sen are right back in it.
Those first two picks are
Gotta say, man,
decent
Narrate is
in that
looking
round.
like he's on rails this game. Looking.
First
Always the
one,
most hype
unlucky.
moment I've
Second
seen
kill,
Cortez
misplay.
And I feel like
I think it's
need
just
him to
gritty.
Just teleporting
determination,
there.
you know?
Yeah. I mean, that is genuinely part of the reason they brought him in, is that just change of personality that it felt like he had midway through last year when he became MIBR's hype man to bring them back from the brink of demise. And Sen want that level of excitement for their players, and specifically Neri. That's why he's sitting next
Good
to him.
hide in the smoke right there.
His head in the game.
Good
You know,
shit. That's a
massive
good play.
risk, and he's punished for a massive risk that I don't know if that's necessary.
Walking up like that into a gun round.
Not a good play from Chamber. I
As
meant
far as we can tell, it's very
meant
little.
for
He
narrate.
wants to take round 2
Okay.
against the Opera, but
King just flattens Caillou. That is bottom to top
yeah,
mid
what's
action.
going on there? Just a one tap with Guardian. Neri
Oh.
clear, but he doesn't spot
spotted.
Sato.
Okay, again, just good start to the round for Sentinels on these defense sides, and they just pushed that a little bit too far.
They're just, it feels like they're doing too much, and they're doing it against the slowest team in the world.
Yeah.
Like,
That is what
I mean,
Leviathan
you
are
just gotta
waiting for.
relax. Yeah, it really is.
I get it. You're playing double duelist. Like you want to be aggro. You want to be active. You want to be trying to pull them around the map.
But they already got a kill.
Yeah.
And they have a Hunter's Fury. They have Narrate's ult. That's an easy combo to get back in for a retake.
I guess it's like a reflex, a knee-jerk reaction. You lose your mid player, and you are feeling starved of information all of a sudden.
And and then maybe they're working on mids. You
Just
wanna take some
saving
space
here,
elsewhere.
okay.
B main is just.
Like when you're sober,
Yeah,
you
but
feel
they
like you're
can't.
blindfolded.
Like,
Especially on these maps with really long
I
rotate
definitely
routes.
I mean,
get
saving is
liquidation,
definitely the right play, especially with the op. But
but it just doesn't work out. Well,
Yeah.
Redux back on the save with this op. Sen do have a lot of money to buy for the next round. I mean, much like the first half, it was winning an eco round that just gave them a serious stimulus to their
Yeah.
economy, and then they were just able to buy for however many subsequent rounds. Excuse me, and that's going to be the case here too.
Let's see how that transpired. It was a nice
my
shot by King.
God,
Yeah.
that was on the jump.
Normally it
that
takes
is
an op to do that.
Nasty.
yeah,
Cortez is just a little late on that. Not the narrate side.
Again, and that's that's Narrate obviously trying to feel out of time, trying to intuit a window to go forward for that information. Now you feel like maybe they better off not doing it, but I will note that when Sen played passively on the map, Leviathan have been rotating into the weak side and forcing Sen constantly.
I love
into
the
retakes, which
unbranded
have
water
gone
bottles.
badly.
Kaplan showing some frustration on his face there that he's going to have to temper calling into this timeout. I think this is the opportune moment for it. This feels like a
Dude,
really crucial moment
why
in
is
the
he
game.
so mad?
Despite the economy
He's
not
so
fully
mad.
being on the line, this could certainly be the round where Sen are trying to expend these ults. And if they lose here with Lev at 11, unable to get those back in play later, this is going to be a big moment.
Feels like a very timely moment for
I feel like
This
Kaplan was also
sidebar.
telling them to
calm down.
calm down on some of these rounds here. Yeah, so they are doing a good job getting entries. Specifically, Redux has done a good job with this off. But
We'll point out that John hasn't been or hasn't needed necessarily to, drag Sentinels kicking and screaming over the finish line here. He's had impact, but it's been pretty subdued. Instead of holding their own, but you're asking for a lot more than that in a
Just
potential
chilling.
elimination
yeah,
match.
it seemed like so far John's games on Initiator are where he goes insane, which he was playing on this map, by the way. I mean, we didn't really take note of it, but he did move away from the Tejo.
Extra control though.
We can't be playing like this right here.
In main, here's the teleport, so definitely thinks that King
Mm.
cost.
And that's going to be some space given up, but Redux is reluctant. He wants to repost it into a Prowler? Okay. Yeah, thinks twice about that one. Has to get away, but blows his court out. King also down to half.
Kaiu's been sharp with these ultimates.
Here comes Sato.
He's out of there. Both times these Hunter's Fury have been used, by the way, by Kaiu. He gets a kill, and then he also just tags King, so he's down on low HP. And this is the moment.
They
now
don't have
Sen
Spike.
Just need to keep
So,
control of this
they don't
round,
have
wait
Omen
for an
either.
eventual retake. That's
Watch really close for push-ups for info or anything that is a bit impatient for Sentinels here.
might be getting an off battle over on the A side. Redux is hindered. The spike is left outside of A. The conversion paths
That
are
can't have been the plan.
used by Sato. I'm a little lost. King
Spike
is
is-
caught in mid.
He's looking for El Dorado.
Yeah, it feels like Lev have
30
really
seconds
lost
left.
their bearings in this round. Also, Spike, by the way, is just working, flanking through mid. Might catch Narrate,
Does Narrate have
unless the little mini half wall obscures the view.
It feels like Narrate has a sense for a potential backstab because they know how lightly they're holding B.
Yeah, Cortezia fully gave it up. They've been intending on just playing this B side for retake, so it's going to be no shock to them when
10
they hear the
seconds
spike going down. Wait, Neon knows. I think Narrate.
Oh my
He's
god,
caught.
dude.
Yeah, that's a mid presence down.
That-
Sentinels now are funneling via spawn over towards that
That's
B side,
such
but
a
again,
bad
we're gonna
play
see them
from
have to try
Narrate.
and work their way into archers, but no, Leviathan don't have a forward presence in archers. They're going to have to actually anchor on this B side proper.
One kill for Spike. He'll have the pit, so it's possible that we see that in this post plant.
Okay, Odin Tower, that's definitely a recipe
It'd be a
for
shame if
success.
they have to go
Sato
if they have to go into
is wise to it,
into
though,
it.
and time is getting short. This has taken Sentinels a long time to get in position. They got to go now. Paranoia comes through. He's going to be able to catch on the spike. It's going to be a 2 for 2. Redux in there.
They gotta get on this Spike. Time is getting so low.
Oh, it's an easy shot, and Redux able to trade out, but no chance for that defuse. Neon knew exactly what he had to do. And now we're pointing the 2 slope finger at Sentinels. Big Red Bull clutch.
4 on 3, but they just play it so monotonously, getting back in there. The conversion paths was kind of wasted as well from Lev early on. They were playing this site for a retake, but they just did not have the pace there at all to get back in.
Would have gone either way there for sure. That is big from Neon.
How many first kills have we seen from Sen on the second half that are resulting in 4v5 losses when Lev just slow down the game and take all this free space or find a kill somewhere else on the map?
Do you think there is merit in Sentinels being so ready to get off B, to give up that part of the map? Because it put Narrator in a position when he was pinched.
He also did make the decision to push down mid out of link. He didn't need to necessarily go all the way down there.
Okay.
So that is him also
So
choosing to
when
take a
do we
more
take the
aggressive
time
line. But the
to
general idea there
realize
of just Cortezia playing back in elbow
that
to hold backside
B
and make it easier
is
for a
our
retake and
weak
give that up when they
site?
have men. That's totally fine. I mean,
Yeah.
the problem was just not
We
getting in
are
fast.
struggling
They just
to
gave
win
Lev
on
way
B.
too much time to just post up,
When do we
wait for them to
realize
hold, and
I think if they
fair enough, Sato gets a
that we need to
piece as
hold
well.
B?
if they don't lose Narrator,
We
they
need a
can
majority
run to
B.
B from spawn. But they're worried about someone pushing top mid, I think, and getting at them as they're trying to cross.
Yeah, that's a potential problem too.
Like this wall ain't enough.
All right, Sen, still a ton of cash though because they won an eco round and recovered those guns. How many? 3 rounds ago now.
What we do
The echoes of that round
Rounds
still
ago.
being felt, for
Viper?
sure.
Yeah, that
on
was
A.
round 17 on the timeline.
has plenty of stall util.
That off in the hands of Redux, who really has
Yada,
turned
yada,
around
yada.
the game in the second half. By the way,
Everyone else on B.
Yeah.
Or 9, something like that, and has started to activate. He's getting them the first bloods. They just have to win a round off of it.
We still have a game here, but Redux is
Sent.
under refract. He's allowed that to elapse.
Cannot escape anymore, and he is wide in the open.
He
And
has to flick Sato into next Tuesday if he steps up. Sato, of course, still has his mobility abilities. Redux doesn't offer a sound cue in mid, he would simply slink away.
Sato does not want to test fate with a swing out. Doesn't know if Redux is posted up on him or to the left, so. What is the move here from Lev?
King probably smokes top mid here and just walks up.
Sure,
Mhm.
right.
That's
Yeah,
what I would.
virtually.
That's what I would have did. I would take that shot honestly.
Redux is calming that to his team.
Does Redux hear that action from King?
He definitely hears the jumps, yeah.
Mhm.
And now Lev, who were just pretty patient over towards B, seemingly waiting out any aggression, are just going to have their Sentinel and Viper pivot towards A.
Good
That's
kill.
Redux on the
First kill.
line. Good patience. He could have gone way more aggressive that round and opts not to. They give up mid though.
Alright, Cortesia on the retreat. Snakebite just to delay Lev, and this is the opportune moment for the pit, though he's under a lot of pressure. Caillou.
Narrate's going to be really important here. The solo player on elbow right now, and he gets the better of King. Viper's pit in play. Leviathan are extremely short on options in order to try and take this round away. And looks like they're not going to bother. Their money a bit funny, a bit awkward. And only 2 against 5 is not odd you want to take.
Time for some vintage corrode. When things are going wrong, just pick up the double Odin and start spraying through the corners of walls. I don't know how Caillou got the kill in mid, but I think there was some shooting through a wall involved. We'll see on the replay, I'm sure. But all right, there it is from Sen, capitalizing off this great first kill from Redux, shutting down Sato.
Ooh, see that bullet hole though?
Oh man, that was close. That really could have gone either way.
Oh,
All right, Odin moment.
here's the TP across perhaps.
Yeah, it might have been right.
All right, 16 to 15 for Narrate. Has that overdrive now ready. 2 Odins maintained by Sentinels. And honestly, feels like they shored up a lot of their issues in that round.
Lev spending a ton of cash to play into this one, even with a tour de force active. But that's the right line for Neon, but neither op makes the connection. No way. I mean, Redux is just in there. Went for the baby bay jump to get on the angle.
Only works for over 30, sorry. Redux sees the jump across, realizes Leviathan a second guessing this A push. Now Sentinels might actually be able to have their chips in the right spot.
They've called a pretty big rotate. Yeah, there was a full acquiesce of the B side. John got out of there and is now trying to slowly get back into elbow for some info. There was a drone reclear from Sen towards a yard.
I feel like this Viper wall
Pattern
is pretty disruptive for
recognition.
Sen on that big
Recognize the pattern.
John has
They
to
do
really
this every
respect
single time. They start A,
Smoked
they
on
end
top
B.
mid, so Lev can
Look at
really
this shit.
part of the map,
Unless
but
they
if just
magically
double
pivot to
back
A,
into an
you guys should
split,
already
just
be over there.
king
Oh
over
my
a
god.
main.
This is a one and done. There's no crossfire here for Cortesia. And Sato's able to swing it now. There is a door open.
Brought to 8 HP. Dash in from Sato on B. They're just dragging the rotates off of A. Lev might be playing
This is sick.
another
Fuck.
masterclass late round
Fuck.
every site.
10 second guessing. They're going to double back, but it might be too late. Caillou though has dealt with Sato.
They,
It doesn't really
they
make it
did
easy for
exactly
Sentinels
what
to
I
decide
said
where
they,
to be right now.
they did exactly what I said they weren't gonna
All you
do.
can do is just try to post up on a forward angle with the off. Now the way this pit is placed, Lev
Alright, see,
also
so that's
gives
why
them a
I'm
lot of space.
sitting
Sen can just
here
take control of the site
in
rather easily.
bronze.
There's a recon for the pit, and Neon just slips out
And
with
they're
one.
playing in front of
Instead,
hundreds of
there's
people.
No util to supplement that peak whatsoever.
King pretty far off the action here. He's sitting back out towards main.
What is this Viper's pit? Holy shit.
The pit allows left to snakebite down on that spike location. Time is getting short. There's that
Oh, that's
recon.
nice.
Spike pinged away. There's 2 Odins in the game. He's really got to make sure he doesn't get wall banged down. Redux going to get this down to half, and here comes Narrate straight forward, finds his one, and that will be enough. Redux chimes in with the op to end the round, and Sentinels get within 1 round.
Contrasting to one of those slow retakes we saw on B, be their undoing. Sen hit the go button at the right time there. The 2 players who were still on that A site make the right decision of holding the space in front of the pit. I mean, Neon just goes for a pretty aggro peak right there.
Seeing that a few rounds in a row now, Wyatt.
And then Nere makes the right decision of activating that overdrive to get into the great recon from Caillou as well.
It's
Nice.
going to be a gratifying, validating round.
Wait, is that
for
a
Sentinels
movie,
And the
Freddy?
intuition of Narrate.
And despite from round 15 to 19, 4 of them being taken by Lev because of Sen winning 1 eco
No,
round,
it's the regular
they have a
sauce.
way better economy after winning just 2 rounds. Lev are forced to come into this with just pistols and a shotgun for Sato.
All right, no time wasted. Sato trying to get in, and John is laid low.
Yeah, that is some serious danger for John.
John
He's
QT just got
out
hit
there,
with
but
the
he
fucking...
has Cortesia in sight to provide some assistance. Lev
you know the
accelerating
Toji
with
image
Lev
where he's
accelerating.
missing like his
That's
entire
crazy.
fucking body?
more of a stately trot.
That.
They have lost
So if they're
a
gonna hit
main
by
as
fucking
well.
hollow
Sen have
purple.
gotten more interested in taking the forward space there than they have on some prior rounds. We have Redux taking contact and then narrate behind the
They're against
behind the box.
they're against pistols here, right? So I think they're going to be able to flip the script on their normal game plan and actually assert their right to some more of this space. Oh, narrate. Okay, relay ball on the move.
I would
It's
kill
dirty.
myself.
Oh, that's a little awkward. He actually got caught on. Okay, I mean, things are looking awkward across the map, but can Redux stabilize on the retreat in the sight ping by the haunt?
Oh, okay, tries to post up on the line. Caillou been deadly consistent, is actually caught inside the convergent path, so he'll be out of the fight for now.
Omen
This
low
will
is
let Leviathan into A.
Blows gets a gun. He's got the Nightfall for the post plant. 15 seconds to plant, and is going to get that down.
Sorry?
Sato forward with the
Spike planted.
Brutal stuff. This Viper Wall is actually extremely troll in this situation. Cutting off any chance of getting him, and here's John finally getting into the game, it feels. Snake bite, Cortezia trying to clear the close corner, but Sato found his third. And a thrifty round for Leviathan. Don't forget, it was like 3 classics, a Bucky, and a bloody Sheriff.
If we go to the coach cam, I know what I'm going to see from Kaplan's point of view right now.
Red.
What a frustrating
POV,
loss.
red.
Yeah, that's about what I expected. Man, Sen are in some serious trouble here, but I guess maybe it's, I don't know, some kind of universe karma that Sen do get ecoed after doing exactly that on a couple occasions to Lev in this game.
The ledger tends to balance itself one way or another. Sato is 23 and 17 now.
Yeah, has a mental round after picking up that AWP. Crucial kill towards spawn from him. He has really been lighting up Sen this entire game.
Can Narrate pick himself up from a rough round? Redux doesn't have any help there.
Man, it feels like Sen just want to win this round. They're getting really aggro down mid.
That smoke that Leviathan put breaks up the 2 duelists for Sentinels. There's no chance for Narrate to help.
Yeah, they had no intention of taking this one slow. They wanted the round to be done just 15 seconds into it, but now, Lev, First Blood, it's time to walk around slowly.
It's time to walk the dog. Stop for a bagel. An irradiated bagel, of course, but that's the best they got out here.
Neon just posted up towards B main.
Dog walked now. Very good.
What if we all go to B main? And what if we just hit this site? There are 2 Sen players ready to hold it, though. This is going to have to be a hell of a moment from Cortezia and Caillou, who, to be fair, has been playing an excellent Sova.
He's able to avoid that saturate. No one looking at him. Sato on the site now. Caillou's position revealed.
30 seconds left.
He's got a crossfire. He's thinking about a timing through that wall and unfortunately just picks the wrong spot. Paranoia's going to slow things down. Cortezia ready and waiting for King to emerge. And now Leviathan going to keep it close. They've got that player advantage. His Spike just rips one on Cortezia and John. And Narrate, story of this game. He is going to be relied upon to keep Sentinels in Corrode. Spike planted, blows spotted surely around that corner. Fast lane will let Narrate get in, but how does he play around this? What does it imply? Does Neon think he's crossed? He's still watching that line. Narrate has to maybe a wide swing. This it's hard, and Neon's reactions get the result for Leviathan. 13-10 here on Corrode. A Sentinels map pick, and Wyatt, they're just not quite there yet.
Sato comes out swinging that entire game. Some of those attack rounds from Lev were a masterclass at that slow, controlled approach to the game. Just working the Sentinels rotates. That's some excellent calling from King. It's the game plan that Coach Owners provided them with, and Sen really just didn't have the answers for it.
It's the ultimate paradox. This Leviathan team full of really individuals, really aggressive individuals with aggressive tendencies in a structure that is way more conservative.
They're like the youngest team in the league. You would think they just want to run around and kill everybody.
I mean,
but
Oda
nope,
gives
they're
them
taking their
just
time.
enough leash. They can run up and have moments like this. And their retakes on defense, Wyatt, were so clean. They're coming out with 4 players still up. They look very, very good on that A side especially.
Yeah, it's them making an adjustment halfway through the first half on defense. Sen were running them over early, just playing with all the speed in the world with the double duelists comp. But then Lev, they're able to take the approach, a stable one with really excellent, just 4 5-man floods, big set retakes. That was working well. Lev really put on a show here.
And they're poised with the headsman's axe to knock Sentinels out of kickoff as we head over to their map of binds. So don't go too far out. Desk and Zoe are going to break down map number 1.
get them. They get that win of map 1 at the end. And Owner, something that the community has noticed is that you guys have a slower approach to the attack side compared to other teams. Why do you think this slow approach that Lev has is successful for you?
The attack the last game was really difficult. We took a lot of first blood, you know. I think the defense was way better. We won 7-5 in the defense, but we lost Nico. So we made our life way harder than it should be. But it was a difficult attack for us. We didn't play well. Hopefully we're gonna play better in Vine.
I mean, it's looking good so far. Best of luck.
Welcome back. Lev staying alive in that first half. Much of that, of course, them playing the retake simulator that you specifically are a massive fan of.
I wouldn't say I'm a massive fan of playing exclusively retake simulator, but I will say it was very effective in this game. I think it is really a feature of Owner's coaching style that we saw all the way back when he was playing on or coaching for a very previous Leviathan roster, playing a ton of this retake. And I think against teams that have great retake protocols and know how to pick at you and get aggressive, it can get punished. But in this game, it looked on point. I think especially with a lot of the flanks from King, they looked very well put together on these retakes.
Yeah, what it allows them to do is have that extra time to set up to get the timing of the flanks before fully activating, or to make sure your spacing when you get back to the site is good. By slowing things down and playing together, it helps you simplify a lot of things that unless a team is going to be actively challenging you, like you're saying, they can find success.
I also feel like they were very aware with what space they had and what space they didn't going into those retakes, and never felt like they were caught off guard by a player kind of slipping in towards that elbow. We even saw them keep control of that elbow, making their retakes a lot easier as well.
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking here at the breakdown, Sato was such a standout. Like, he just took over this game. It's so incredible to see him, like, playing this confident, being back on that waylay, which he had to switch things up for the first 2 weeks, but you see that he's right in his comfort zone back on this here.
Yeah, he looked really great on a lot of these dive plays. He's so good, I think, at picking the right timings of when to pull back and when to actually commit to a fight playing the waylay, which I think is one of the hardest things to balance right now. This round in particular was just great with the set play into main. It was a standout game for him, and it continues to show that everyone on Lev is so much more comfortable with the full roster here.
Yeah, and I also think with his saturates, they weren't so much as team focused that we've seen other teams like 100 Thieves do, but I think he did a really good job at isolating those fights with that utility for himself and capitalizing off of it, which is what we don't normally see from waylays nowadays.
Yeah, now, of course, this was Sentinel's map pick. Now we're heading over to Bind. We have seen Leviathan play this twice already in kickoff. They're 50-50 on it so far. But even in the loss against 100 Thieves, they had a really big comeback on their attack in the second half. Yeah,
and good to show that they have some of that resiliency in the late round, or the latter half of a game, as you should say. I think already they're the ones in the driver's seat. They're not the ones that need to be challenged on that front now. As a matter of fact, it's Sentinels that are feeling heaps of pressure now.
Yeah, I do really got to give props though to Narrate. I think he did step it up on that Neon roll, and if they do a little bit of a swap to their bind comp, I think we could see the same success. I think he went like 5 and 2 in first kills and first deaths, which is a huge improvement for what we've seen when he was on that waylay. And I think if they do adapt their comp to what's been fitting them, especially in this last map, they could find some sort of success here, even though it's Lev's map pick.
Still, I think with the changes to the composition, we saw some of the protocols not fully be in place, and I think one of the keys was talking back to Lev playing so much retake. I think Sen was really struggling to find the right fights to take in their post plants, which I think a team that is more experienced in the composition and roles that they've been playing will do a better job at finding those moments, and I do think that's going to be key again on Bind if Lev do play a similar style.
I do think it's pretty easy though. If your protocols are out of place, you just simply have to put them back in place, and then everything
Insightful, wow.
Everything's fixed.
Yeah.
It seems like a very simple problem, Mimi.
Okay.
This is why we pay you the
Kaplan said they were only going to work on very
Yeah.
small things each week, so I just figure putting things in their place is a good way to kick it off.
You should maybe consider coaching.
Yeah. Well,
again, you know. But for now, though, we have to make do with coaches such as Kaplan. Let's hear what he had to say ahead of map 2.
He's gonna say what I said.
Thank you guys. Kaplan, we're going into a map of Bind that you were second banning in the last couple of matches, and we haven't gotten the chance to see what can we expect from this map, and also what are you expecting from the players on this map?
Nice little surprise strategically for everyone. Really excited to show it. Other than that, really happy with everything we're doing. Just want us to play together a little more as those rounds develop, and I really believe in the guys showing that here.
All right, best of luck.
Thank you.
Remaining positive, of course, 1 foot is out the door already. That's a lot of pressure to put on the newer players as well.
That is true, but I do like hearing that. You know, he's coming into this map with a little bit of surprise. I don't really know what to expect. The last time I heard that, we saw a double senti comp on Corrode from 100 Thieves. So I have hope. I'm excited to see what he has cooking.
Yeah, I'd be happy to see something creative here. This isn't a map where they're having to scramble. It is one where you'd hope that they've had some time to put something together. But it would be a big shift in expectation if Sen lose here. They're always great in kickoffs. They were the runner-up in 25. They won it in 24. It's their time to lock in with the new roster.
You want to say something?
I know. I was just like, that's the juicy narrative right there. It's true. But this has been a very different year already for Sentinels. They obviously feeling so much more pressure. Wait, what's going on here?
Yep.
God. I actually hate everything. I hate everything. And you know what? You should learn your lesson. Shopify Rebellion, they were all over the 6-7. What happened to them at GCC?
They lost.
Yeah, Leviathan just dug their own grave.
Is that a curse? Is that the 6-7 curse?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I still don't know what it means, and I just want to distract from that. I have so many questions. So let's just look at something else. How about we just like change the subject altogether? Because earlier we had an opportunity to talk to Caio about what it brings to the IGL row.
I do think one of my strong suits is to stay calm. You know, as an IGL, you have to be calm. You have to be level-headed, especially because if you're like running around everywhere crazy and calming like very hectic, you know, your team's gonna also see that. So trying to keep calm, and it helps your teammates be calm as well, especially if their leader is calm. So yeah.
Making moves, tell them fact check, go and get the truth. Who you know like us, go and get it jumping, gotta be the shoes. I was down bad, tripping, still kept the vision, had to see it through. Got them all tuned in like we in the hills, whole lot of views. Know they watching, what they saying, 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 what they saying. Know they watching, what they saying, 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 what they saying. Know they watching, whole lot of views for real, just like a real for real. Gotta re-up the deal, we got the mass appeal.
Imagine being Leviathan with high expectations at the start of this year, but coming into this kickoff without all the pieces quite there. However, the moment Neon joins your team, you dominate crew. You go 2-0, and now you take the map pick of Sentinels away from them. You've got to start believing that you might be on a run.
And conversely, in the mental game, they're going up against a Sentinels who have been under extreme pressure, extreme scrutiny from the fan base, who demand perfection out the gate, and they haven't been able to live up to that just yet. It feels like in that regard, this game just have the makings of a Lev win. And now with Sen's back against the wall, in danger of elimination if they lose Bind here. They need to find that resolve within themselves to actually get there as a team. And frankly, I want to see more of the players on this team getting excited, like they care to win this game outside of Cortezia. Like, you're watching Lev, everyone's standing up. It feels like they're into it in that way. They're hyped up. Where is that? I want to see that from Sen.
I mean, I'm watching the pressure. I'm watching the pressure.
That's
literally
what it feels like.
Crush them at the moment. I mean, hearing from Kaplan, he's pretty upbeat, even after a lost map that was their choice,
it feels
right?
like he's trying to keep a very positive mentality despite the circumstances, and he should, but they are in the danger zone.
Now, these agent assignments are interesting, right? Obviously, no surprise to see John on the Brimstone here, but we have Narrate picking up the chamber. Redux is going to stay on that waylay. This is the first time we've seen Sentinels in VCT this year on this map. It's the pick of Leviathan, who've looked very solid thus far. Obviously with that dominant showing over crew, especially in my mind.
And you're talking about the Neon debut being this obvious turning point for the Lev team. Not just the insertion of him as a talent, but getting everybody on their intended roles across the entire squad. He comes in, first map in VCT for him on Bind, drops 19 and 5 against crew, 5 first kills, no first deaths, completely rules the map with the AWP on defense. Sen are going to be hard-pressed to get these attack side rounds. They're going to have to really dig deep to scrape by in every one that they can get. Or who knows, having not played Bind, we don't know where they're at. They might not even know where it's at in their map pool, which has been mixed in the results across the board.
Yeah, really, we talked about at the start of this game, we don't know where their home ground is supposed to be.
Maybe they will get a surprise, and this is it. Maybe they come out swinging and just put the pressure on Lev.
Kaplan did promise a surprise, saying looking for something fun strategically, to paraphrase him in that interview with Dryad. The composition doesn't seem too crazy, it's not too out there. Kind of fun to see Narrate here on the Chamber.
Yeah, we were seeing a lot of Redux playing Chamber actually in the off-season, where he was farming in those tournaments. But with the recent happenings of Narrate on Waylay just not feeling like it's his right agent, he's going to be picking up the Chamber here instead. He can just focus on getting kills. Here's Sen on this attack side against the dangerous Leviathan team. Spike solo on A, immediate danger as he peeks out, but does not get domed by the Headhunter.
So far, Leviathan's retakes have been their strong suit in this game.
This guy has got to be on the run. He has no help. There could be a Yoru teleport to heaven, but that is about it.
Hanging around, spiked 1 for 1. No use of the gate crash just yet. Looks like Neon's happy playing from Shao here alongside Blows.
Yeah, it was a fast double TP for Lev. They're really trying to pinch the Sen team right now. 1 player from short, 2 from shower. You're going to have King going through spawn, and Sen looking to bait out some swings with the top of the spike. Lev will not be giving into that, though. They are content to just hold these angles in a fairly passive way.
They just don't mind not having full information for a time.
That time, Caillou feels safe to stick. Sean trying to peek down short.
Oh, that's huge. Attach rate going to be avoided by Redux. And Caillou moves up as well, but Sato is just folding back on the angle. Is there more to this?
That's nice. I like that. They were hungry for that kill and to also just remove the flank pressure in doing so.
Now return to the fray, but Leviathan have gotten into the site under the absence of Redux. Could flash through the wall, though. That is stunning! And Cortesi is able to find 2. This puts King in a virtually unwinnable position now. A step up with a bandit, but there's smoke and mirrors and a sky in his way.
There it is, another pistol round for Sen. Cortesio was asking for them back on map 1. They start off the game in the right way here. Spike just sticking around there, ends up getting caught. I think that's a pivotal moment, making that decision to go back and deal with Sato. And they feel like, that's fine. We can give up the space on site. We know they're going to get on the spike wall. We're back here fighting him. But we can just pop flash right back through the wall. We're going to take the fight to them.
Just great fundamentals, I think, on 3 or 4 occasions from Sentinels there.
They make the right micro moves there. Now it's all classics for Lev, fully stacked up towards Octagon. Sentinels spread across the map in this.
Did see a fun clip Riv shared on Twitter where you can get the poison orb inside the satchel hanging up on the left of Octagon for a one-way smoke.
Oh, 5-man TP. Narrate.
Okay, well, here goes the Marshal. His namesake in his hands. Narrate's able to find 2.
And the rest of Sen now know it's time to go to bed. So they will be on their way there. All good. Probably get Caillou that
What
plant.
the fuck did I just come back to, man?
Seekers. Hell, maybe even just throw the gun to someone else so we could take some fights with a ghost or something and try to get some kills. We'll see. Just depends on the situation they find themselves in.
Alright, so the play here, we gotta get Redux in a place where he can get value with the gun, but also not fucking die.
Fancy that line.
Now, I mean, we were on Redux POV for a second. That just reminded me of map 1, mentioning the fact that, yeah, he did start that game on attack 4 for 8.
So we know no TPs have come through, so that means we gotta reposition ourselves real quick.
He bounces back. He
So we know that no one's gonna be there quick. So that means we gotta...
Feels like he's right back in the game. And honestly, that's just something we've seen from him in general, is that he has had bounce back games. I mean, in a big sense, in that week 1, he had a very poor performance to open up kickoff. Match 2, immediately bounces back on the Yoru. Last week against 100 Thieves, not a great map 1. Map 2 drops 34 kills, so he is definitely a player that can thrive under the pressure, and he doesn't let one bad performance get to his head.
I do.
Let's get down to business now.
That's why I'm sitting here watching.
In, and it's a bonus round for Sen that features a number of Vandals. Pretty decent.
Yeah, the buy up with 2 of them on round 2 and just having some ghosts. They have a good buy.
Okay.
Might be all for naught as Neon just...
Did he just run up mid?
Yep, just walks it down short. Moves Narrate from the round, and Sato just...
We're walking up. We're walking up.
The round.
Okay.
Sure.
well. Sentinels here are going to be looking for a little bit more on this B side, but they are not in a great spot at all. It's a 3-on-3 stack locally, with John being unable to immediately intervene.
How could they crack this crossfire?
I mean, they're just going to walk into it. That has been the thing for this round. Walk up and M1.
I mean, there's just no way they're going to be able to maneuver through this situation. Lev, one player taking contact, two ready to swing out from either side. Just feels actually impossible.
It's a weird round, isn't it, Wyatt? It starts off with a number of individuals taking their own contacts, their own duels up A short here. That throws the round into a very weird spot.
And it's an early allusion to the style that Lev liked to play here on defense that we saw was a nightmare for Crew to deal with. That Neon is constantly mixing up his positioning on Yoru. He's great at working the map with his teleports. Not only does he have the aim, the op skill, but he's intelligent with his teleports. He feels like he's always in the right spot when you're watching him.
Took the hit from the Outlaw there, but everybody on Leviathan knew they needed to buy that full armor. Obviously, it's pretty customary for your first buy round, but still.
Fake clone TP there, narrate away.
Yeah,
imagine that. What if?
Sato here is posted up. Oh, that is very crisp, Wyatt. That is very crisp. No chance to even rendezvous out there for Narrate.
Dog getting some extra distance with that stim. Redux is in, does have some control of Lamps. A Lamps that has been given up by King. He's happy to play it backside. He has two friends to help.
Yeah. The question is, how do Sentinels get into backside here at all? I think some showers control and a pinch could be pretty huge for them.
I mean, honestly, I just don't think they try. They can't even really get onto the spike.
But on the molly to follow it up. Yeah, cringe. No plan here.
If they try to go back to B, Spike is still entrenched in sight.
Going to get seized with the next plan attempt, potentially?
Well, Prowler doesn't spot out anything, so maybe Lev think there's a chance they could be walking away, but even still, they don't have any reason to move realistically.
30 seconds.
30 seconds
Sentinels have been in place for the most part. We're having a refresh of the smokes. Here's the molly to prevent a walk up on Caillou. He is able to get a plant. Decayed down as he is, so there was a seize in the end, but the follow-up there was a little bit belated.
That was big. That was a must-win duel for John.
Neon still posted up in that window, but here's caught to see a Caillou entrenched here on the side, but he's taken down a one through the box.
I wouldn't have pressed that.
Still, Leviathan have to continue to make the move. They're up on site.
Senno just ready to drop this wall and face with multiple players off the timing.
That's interesting positioning for
Again, we don't need to...
Just happened. It all fell apart.
Just feels a little bit labored there. Sen weren't really spread to take a great multiplayer swing. Lev weren't on the spike. Honestly, they felt like they were just ready for that play.
Nicely done. As soon as that wall came down, we're going to see this on replay.
I mean, that was such a nasty kill.
They're just fighting up through the side.
That's crazy shot from King.
Ian, if you're watching this, I'm on point 1, bro. I'm a 60.1.
What?
That one ain't for us, bro.
Yeah, no, I guess not.
Ain't for us, little bro.
All good.
All right, Sen, they are going to be forced onto the eco round. You get your standard waylay with a shotgun ready to go over towards B. Oh no, time for a pause, actually.
So Sandals with a good start. Obviously, winning the pistol generally makes you look decent, plus the buy up of 2 Vandals in that second round, and a pretty clean sheet for them heading into the third, which is where things start to go pretty haywire.
Yeah, tough when your rounds begin with a walk-up from someone on Lev that just deletes your...
It was Neon, and he had heavy armor. Yeah, heavy armor into the Outlaw, so he's able to win that fight out. And then I think Narrate tries to find his own timing, and Sato's there.
That was a crazy shot from Sato. I mean, yeah, it's just back-to-back first kills, straight-up aggro play with rifles, and unfortunately, Narrate being the victim of both of them.
So, Kaplan teased something a little novel for this map. So far, we've seen like, pretty standard Viper War on A short, walk up, try and use that stall util.
Normal comp. I thought we were going to see something a little bit stranger, but yeah, not the case.
Feels like so far a really fundamental brand of bind. But Leviathan have shown us that they want to get pretty active on this defense side in keeping with this double duelist comp. I think Neon has just that in mind as we head into this next round. Got a tech pause now to follow that timeout here.
regular pause wasn't enough for you.
No. We put so many pauses inside this bad boy. It's going to be an awkward buy for Sentinels, though. I think that's probably something worth touching on here. This next round is going to only really feature a Bucky for Redux thus far, alongside a couple of Sheriffs.
I would also say that, you know, if you're a bit worried for Sen in this moment, especially in terms of the fact that they're losing these first engagements, Neon doesn't even have an AWP yet.
Yep.
That's just not even a part of the playing field. Well, I expect on this round, you know, if he dies, he'll probably pick it up in the next. I mean, even if they win and they all live, he might just pick it up in the next because they're filthy rich. So I feel like it's almost inevitable we'll get it into the next round.
Yeah, post-buy, a lot of these Leviathan players are sitting on 3K. So that should tell you everything you need to know about that situation economically. And a huge part of that is King walking up and getting 3 kills as they go for that A-side retake. And again, like some of the util placement there for Sentinels was a little off. Like the snake bite from Cortsia was short, too far to the left. The spike plant location was actually a little bit deeper. So a couple of things to tighten up there. Again, you know, send maybe some less reps on this map, knowing that they would sort of walk into it. I think they're permaring Haven at the moment. So definitely need Bind to be a fixture of their map pool.
So just to touch on King specifically as a player as well, since Neon has come back, I really like where he's been at as a controller. Because last year, remember, he was doing some role swaps. There's a little bit of duelist from him at times.
Yeah.
And it just never felt like anything was clicking for him in 2025. But now just being back on this stable role where he used to frag out in the past, surrounded by all this talent, feels like he's in his zone right now as an individual.
It's that, yeah, feels like that crew academy approach. He's another walk up again!
Yep, time for Neon to walk at them.
There's got to be something. There's got to be something for Sentinels to stop this. This is happening exactly the same as round 3. Exactly the same.
The pace on the dash with the dog is just not ideal, and yeah, this one feeling like it's over.
Again, tough round to win anyway. You know you're walking into you know, a wall of rifles.
And now walking into 4 players from Lev.
Sightwell and Drilly Stack guiding light here. Flash avoided. No info for Caillou there, who's going to be hindered. Potentially walked up on. Prowler as well coming to call. That's Narrate down. So want to be over pretty quickly as King notches another 2 to go with 6 and 1. Leviathan get that flawless round. And that bank is continuing to burgeon.
Yeah, not even an ounce of damage really done. Aside from, I think, Sato has to rebuy armor. I think that's the most significant that occurred. So very clean here for Lev. Now, will we get the AWP?
I mean,
nope, because the situation in which they don't buy it is they just kill everyone.
Look at where Leviathan are standing.
So just, yeah, no, feels like they're ready to walk at them, perhaps.
Yep, watch this A short play. It is...
Or they're sending it. I mean, there's not going to be much walking, actually. More dashing, sprinting.
Okay, what orbital strike catches Cortsia.
Classic combo on Bind right now. The saturate into the strike.
Yep. And also, quite effective is the Seize does the same thing for you.
I mean, this timing is just a bit sloppy from Sen there. Redux walking through the smoke into the molly before the flash is coming late. It's just a miscall.
But now Sentinels, again, down 2 players early in the round, have to find a way to salvage. This is similar to the previous round, with the exception of better weapons, at least for the attackers. Here's some Angro Cabbages. Seekers onto the side.
At least, Narrate with a chance, but King backside, able to shoot him in the side.
Now he's looking dangerous so far. King is everywhere. Look at how he's made these movements. John can't be ready for it. It's another 3K for King. Easy come, easy go. 9 and 1 for the IGL.
Sen are just being relegated to these slow contact rounds because they're losing players early every single time. And Lev have an easy way to just get their anchors on the right parts of the map as well. The teleport, they didn't even have it on this one. I mean, this was just 2 players able to straight up hold that. Just playing off of each other really well. We've seen Blows actually, he plays that elbow side of the map really well. We saw that against Crew as well. He
plays it off angle out in the open. He steps out a bit further past the smoke.
Yeah, he like takes good timings out of the smokes, all that. All right, well, Neon, again, this is what I'm saying. He's just going to mix it up constantly. He's pushed out of the teleport right now.
That's good info, though, off the guiding light.
Yep, does have to get back, but is just ready to now hold right back into that B side.
Sentinels are allowed to play the game, finally.
Well, that smoke is going to deny Nerit's ability to play much of the game unless there's an aggro peek from Sato. Jump spot, that's going to be virtually impossible to hit.
Yeah, he's seen enough. I mean, King hit it with a Guardian last round, but last map rather. It's got to be a, oh wow, okay, got to be refract out already. Sato gets his.
I mean, just Sato, he might be able to ult them if he really wants. No, he just wants to kill more
What?
guys.
Oh god, is he
Just
just
get more
disrespects
kills.
him? Tries to cross the wall, and so Sato gets his second. Man, that is brutal stuff for Sentinels. They are no closer to having a plant than they were earlier, and here comes the pressure. Here comes the stall util.
Feels like Lev might just be dealing them a slow, painful death blow on this bind
30
map.
seconds left.
They have been
Choking him out, man.
beyond dominant in the first kill game.
Give me something. We're looking for something here for Sentinels. Blows avoid.